Aloha artists, Miss Maggie here. Last week we drew self-portraits. We worked to draw what you look like very carefully. But there are many ways to draw. Today we are going to draw using cartooning. We are going to draw using cartooning to show different emotions. So, here's the supplies that you're going to need. Today, you are going to want a pencil, an eraser, a Sharpie, a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, a straight edge will do. And for paper, you are going to want one large piece of drawing paper and one small piece of drawing paper. Make sure they're both the smoother, thinner type of paper from your art packet. And finally, you are going to want your colored pencils. Go get your supplies. Today we are going to draw some cartoons that show different emotions. And so first we're going to draw a whole bunch of different interesting shapes on our small piece of paper. And then we will do a finished drawing on our big piece of paper. So first of all, when we draw realistically, we want to look at what lines and shapes something is really made out of. With cartooning, we can think, well, what lines and shapes could we come up with? And so today, I'm going to start with eyes. I'm going to see how many different ways I can come up with drawing eyes. Of course, they could be circles, and they could be looking that way. They could be ovals, and they could be looking up. They could be half circles, and maybe they're looking down. What if I did half circles going the other way? See how many ideas you can come up with. What changes can you make? I just made the pupils much larger. Every time I do eyeballs, I'm going to make sure I do two, and I'm going to leave some space around because we're not done with these characters. We're just playing with eyeballs right now. Let's see, what other wild ideas could I do? What if I did spirals for eyes? That's pretty fun, isn't it? What if I did some like angled upside down teardrops, and I did shapes like that? What if I did some sort of almond shapes, and this person's going to be looking over this way? I'm going to do small pupils. What if I do some little slits here like this? What does that do? What does it do if I take those same slits and I angle them? That's interesting. See what you can come up with. I'm going to come up with a couple more here. And maybe one more. Now I've got all those different eyes. Now, one of the things that really helps create emotion on faces are the eyebrows. So let's look at each of the sets of eyeballs and give them some eyebrows that accentuate the emotion that it might be showing. So let's try this out. Accentuate is to make something bigger or more noticeable. So this person seems like maybe they're just having a good day. So I'm going to give them some normal eyebrows. This person's looking up, but maybe they're worried. I'm going to do eyebrows to the side. This person's looking down. Maybe they're a little frustrated. What if I give them some eyebrows going down? But you know what? I can also make eyebrows furry. Or I could make them have a little bit of thickness. Put them to the side. Try out different types of eyebrows that fit each of the types of eyes that you did. Ooh, what about that one? This person's wondering about that person. This one, I'm going to put them right across like that. Sometimes they're straight. Isn't it amazing what some simple lines can do for a face? And some of them you might not be as happy with as others, but these are just experiments. We are seeing how many interesting ideas we can come up with. And one of them you might use in our main drawing, or you might decide to draw a person like that again later. And so if we've got our eyebrows and our eyes, let's add some noses. Noses can be interesting shapes and can add a lot of personality. They might be just simple, like a little U. They could be a really long U. They can be fat, like that. They can have nostrils. They can be going to the side with one nostril. There's lots of different styles noses can be. They could just be the nostrils. They can be long and sort of evil looking. This person seems like they're looking that way, so I'm going to point it that way, and I'm going to make it long. I'm going to give them a nostril. This one, he seems like a very square person, so I'm going to go like that. All his lines are straight, and so his nose is 2. This person, I'm going to make it a very fat nose, like that. This person seems like they're looking this way. I'm going to go like that, and they do need a nostril. This person, I think I'm just going to give them nostrils like that. And now we have noses that added to each character's personality. Next, the mouth. And so, of course, mouths have a lot of emotion to them. So, add a mouth that brings out each character. They might be a simple smile, but let's be more interesting than that. This person's mouth is open. Maybe I can see their tongue. Maybe they've got some cheeks there. Maybe there's even a row of teeth. This person, they're looking up. They're just going to have a little mouth like that. This man, he's going to have a big frown, and I think he's going to be having his teeth grinding together, and sometimes people have lines that come down from there. sides of their noses to the corners of their mouths. This person, I think they're going to have a simple sideways smile. There we go, half a smile. This person, well, I think they're hypnotized or something, so they're going to have a wiggly mouth to match their wiggly eyebrows. This man here, oh, seems like the villain, but I think he has to have an evil smile. And so his evil smile is going to come down like this. And he's going to have a little tongue there. And I am going to give him some teeth. And let's give him some sharp teeth, just since he is kind of creepy. And this person is worried. I'm going to give them just a little... This one here, I'm wondering what he's thinking or saying. I think he's saying something. So you see how that lip is going out over that, and then the mouth started a little further? It seems like his mouth is open. And if I want to make it even more clear, I can put the tongue, and I could put a row of teeth. This man here, well, he's all straight lines, so I think he's just going to have that. But you know what? I'll give him that. Okay. And this person, I think this person is sneaky. That's what's going on there. And so we've got half turned down, half up. And so we have all of these different personalities. Next, I'm going to add a bit more personality to these people. What shape head are they going to have? What sort of hair? Are there any other details that are going to tell us about the character? So I'm going to start with the chin and the side of the face, but not all the way around, unless the person's bald, and give them a shape for their hair. And if I can see their ears, I'll give them ears. I think this person's going to have short hair, and it's going to be some lines going that way. Simple like that. Simple curved lines. I've got a fun face. This person here, I think this person is going to have a face that comes down like a kind of a pointy U there, and is going to have curly hair coming down. So I'm doing curvy lines, curvy lines, curvy lines, and I'll have those curvy lines go right over the top of the head, running out of space. And then some bangs coming down that are also curvy. And maybe I'll add in some eyelashes too. Just why not? This person, I'm going to give them some big cheeks. And then a double chin. And they're going to have their head here, ears, and a couple hairs. How's that? So try out all different sorts of ideas that you have, and you can definitely borrow some of mine too. This person, I'm going to do a simple U and a shape for the hair, and their hair is going right off the side. And if I want to give lips, I can do that too. Of course, I could have done that on a face that went straight across too, but it's all good. This person, I'm going to give them big ears and a little chin, and maybe just a couple hairs like that. I don't know what's up with that person. They're a little weird. This person, though, he he ever got a mouth. What are we going to do about that? He's worried, but he's like, I think it'll turn out all right. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure about that. And I'm going to give him some ears. And simple cross like that. And then a shape for his hair. And he's just going behind there because I ran out of space. See all my people? I've got so many people on here that they're starting to overlap. My goodness. This guy here, he's going to have wild big ears. And I have so many faces here that I'm going to speed up my video footage now for a bit, but you can still see how I am creating shapes for the faces, adding ears if I think I can see them, and then a shape or interesting lines for the hair. Each one I kind of have to think about, well, what sort of shapes is going to show their emotions and their personality? Borrow some of these ideas and come up with your own too. And some of them, my goodness, I am running out of room. But if you do have space, give each character a neck and some shoulders, a little collar for their clothes, and there we go. That was fun, wasn't it? Next, we are going to get our large paper and we're going to have it vertical, so tall, like this. And I want you to think about how you are feeling right now, or maybe some emotion that you have had recently. And you are going to draw a cartoon of that emotion. So for this one, I'm not worried whether or not what you draw looks like you. You can turn yourself into a cartoon. But I want to be able to tell what emotion you are expressing, whether you're surprised or frustrated or happy or sleepy, whatever that is what you're going to draw. And we are going to draw it pretty large, but we're not going to put our head up at the top. We are going to leave this space open and put the face over here. And so I am going to think, what emotion am I going to express? I am going to express happy and joyful, like the other day when it was just about to be sunset and I was looking up at Haleakala and it was the most beautiful colors. I'm going to draw that emotion of joy. So those eyes that I do, I'm going to make them half circles like this. You might be doing a totally different emotion, but still, start with the eyes, whatever shape your eyes should be. And I'm going to be looking up. And my eyes are going to be big because I am looking at something beautiful. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put, like, I have a reflection in my eyes because that's just sort of fun to do for expressing something like, ah. And I'm going to do my eyebrows. They're going to be going to the side to express this emotion. And I'm going to do my nose, or this character's nose. It's not going to be exactly me. And I'm going to put the nostrils on. This character's got a little bit of a funny nose, so it's not exactly me. I don't think my nose is like that. This is a cartoon character. I'm going to make the mouth smiling really big. I am going to exaggerate. Exaggerate is when you make things bigger than they really would be. There we go. My mouth can't open that big. And I'm going to make some big cheeks there. And I am going to do a row of teeth and the tongue. And I think I can even see to the back of my mouth. Why not? That's a little, your uvula in the back. And then I've got the eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth. I'm going to do the shape of the head. And so I'm going to do a curve like that. And I'm going to do the hair. Maybe I'll make the hair like mine, coming down like that. But I do think I need some ears there. A little bit of ears. And a neck. And shoulders. And I'll put the collar of my shirt on there. And I think a couple eyelashes. Again, decide how you want to do your person. I'm going to fill in the eyes there. There we go. Now, this person looks more like she's coming to life. There's one more thing before we Sharpie and color that we are going to add to our artwork. Think about what your character would say, feeling the emotion that they have. So, my person is filled with joy because they're looking at a beautiful scene. So my person's going to say, how beautiful, or maybe, oh my, how beautiful. And so that's going to fit up here. I have just enough room, I think. Yours might say something completely different. But I'm going to write it up here in a very careful way. I'm going to use my ruler. And so I'm going to start up here and make sure that I am 1 ruler thickness from the top. And I'm going to make a guideline. This is going to be the lightest guideline possible. This is the lightest guideline possible that I can make. And then I'm going to make another line underneath it. I'm going to make it this far down, and I'm going to make sure that this second line is parallel to the first. It means that over here and over here are the same distance. Make one of those, and let me think. Oh my, how beautiful. I think that will work. I'm going to test out my letters. Again, I'm going to do this as lightly as I can. O H M Y. How B E A U T I F U L. There we go. I have my letters and they're on straight lines and they fit on the lines. Now my person is saying this, so I am going to make a talking bubble around it. So I am making it so that it goes around the words, not too close, and I'm going to make a little part going down like that. If you'd rather have your person thinking it, make it like this. Now I made it like my person is thinking it. And actually, even though her mouth is open like she could be talking, I like it like that because she's just but this is what's going on in her mind while she has this emotion. One more thing before we Sharpie. Are all your words spelled right? Find an adult to give them a quick check over, okay? After that, let's go over all our lines. All of the lines you're going to keep anyways. See my guidelines across? We're going to erase those, but I am going to keep my letters. Next thing, I'm going to erase the whole thing that way. Whoop. Careful when you erase. The way I erase is I put my hand in the center and then I erase to the outside. I can go from here, hand on, and then erase to the outside. I'm going to do that. Over here, hold on and erase. Hold over here and erase this way. And now you get to color. Your color pencils might look different than mine, but look at your piece and think about what you want to use to color. Do you want to do realistic colors or do you want to do creative, interesting, different colors? I think I'm going to go a little bit interesting. Since this is a cartoon character, I am going to do orange for the skin. And I am going to, just like anytime I do colored pencil, pick a direction and go smooth in that direction. And I'm putting my finger to keep it from going where I don't want it to go, but it can go into the ear. And so I'm going smooth, smooth, smooth. Make sure I don't go into the whites of the eyes. See, I'm putting my finger right there, and it's keeping it from going in there. Keep going with your coloring. Of course, this film footage is sped up now, but keep going slow and carefully. Keeping your colored pencil in one direction, keep using your finger to stop it from going into areas that you don't want it to go. Blend colors where you think that will make your artwork look even better, but also just work on it being smooth and even. If your hand gets tired, shake it out, take a break, and then go back at it. Make it so that everything is colored except for the whites of the eyes, the teeth if you have teeth in there, and your talking bubble or thought bubble. Leave that white too. I'm having fun with color for my hair. I'm going to do purple hair, but I think it's going to blend into blue. See how my coloring is still even? It is going to blend very cleanly from one to the next. This is going to look great when it's done, and so is yours. All that patience, all of that careful coloring is going to pay off. Right now, I'm also thinking, what color is going to look good for the background? What color would you pick with an orange face and purple and blue hair? I'm thinking something that's going to go with this feeling of, oh my, how beautiful. Her feeling of joy. What color gives you joy? What color matches the emotion that you're showing in your picture? I think I'm going to choose yellow. Let's see how that looks. So, mine is done. Mine is a person showing that they are full of joy. They are so happy. Here is your reflection question. What emotion did you draw? Also, what details did you include to show that emotion? Remember to take a photo of your beautiful drawings. That is how you're going to share them with your teacher and your class. And also, remember to put away all of your colored pencils. Put away your Sharpie. Put away all of your supplies and hang up your beautiful, interesting drawings somewhere in your home where you and your family can enjoy them. Okay, can't wait to make more art with you soon. Hui ho!